Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you're watching Global Governance News TV. Today, a very big news. Mr. Hamid Ansari, former Vice President of India, in new controversy for alleged anti-national activities. And the president election is in the new turn, and you're NDA happy and not hope, just we trust. Draupadi Murmu is our new president of Bharat, and Sri Lanka crashes going to worsen day by day. So first, news of Mr. Ansari. I'll show the video in his Nusrat Mirza interviewed by Shakil Chaudhry of the Pakistan journalist and alleged on the how Hamid Ansari called him 5 times to visit India. So Pakistani journalist Nusrat Mirza makes explosive claims and how he helped ISI spy on India. And Pakistani journalist Nusrat Mirza said that Pakistan's Foreign Affairs Department helped greatly in making his India visit convenient. He claims to have passed key information to Pakistan ISI Inter-Services Intelligence after his many visits to India. Mirza had also shed light on 2010 visit to India in the interview during his attended a seminar on terrorism. So, according to Pakistani journalist, has made an exclusive claim about his past visit to Bharat. Nusrat Mirza, in an interview with journalist and political analyst Shakil Chaudhry, revealed that he has passed on the key information to Pakistan Inter-Services Intelligence after his many visits to India. He spoke about the process in details in his recent interview and boasted about how he was able to collect information. He was invited by former India's Vice President Hamid Ansari, as claimed by Mr. Mirza. He recalled that at the time of incident, he was invited to India Vice Presidency of Hamid Ansari. Ansari had served as the 12th Vice President from 2007 to 2017. For his visits, he received several perks from the Pakistan Foreign Affairs Department. He said, Pakistani journalist Nusrat Mirza received perks from Foreign Affairs Department of Pakistan. He explained, usually when you apply for visa to India, that only allowed to visit 3 places. However, at the time, Khurshid Kasuri, Pakistani politician and writer who served as the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan between November 2002 till November 2007, was foreign minister who helped me to get a visa for 7 cities. I have visited India 5 times. I had visited Delhi, Bangalore, Chennai, Patna and Kolkata as well. In 2011, I also met with the Milli Gazette's publisher Jafrul Islam Khan. Mirza said, as quoted by NI, Jafrul Islam Khan is the former chairman of Delhi Minorities Commission and founder editor of Milli Gazette, Indian Muslim leading news sources. Mirza had also shed light on 2010 visit to India in the interview during which he attended a seminar on terrorism. In 2011 visit, he met Jafrul Islam Khan, the Milli Gazette publisher. After both these visits, he provided information about them to the ISI as per the recent claims. He said that though he handed down the information to Pakistani leadership, however, no one seemed to pay any attention due to the leadership issues and crisis. So just I'll try to show some of the clips of the more than half an hour long interview. Just you watch this interview. Already viral in the social media.
पसंद करेंगे तो कभी अगर हम आए तो हम आपको उसी कॉपी दे देंगे. 2-3 किताबें ऐसी हैं जो हमारे पास हैं. जी
सर, चंद साल पहले हमारे एक सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट ने दुनिया टीवी पे ये कहा था कि इंडिया की 40 रियासतों में अलहदगी की तहरीकें चल रही हैं. तो उनके साथी ने कहा, सर ये 40 डिस्ट्रिक्ट होंगे, 40 स्टेट्स नहीं होंगी. उन्होंने कहा, मेरा होमवर्क इतना भी खराब नहीं है. आप अंदाज़ा कीजिए कि 29 रियासतें थीं उस वक्त, और वो कह रहे थे कि 40 रियासतों में अलहदगी की तहरीकें यानी सेपरेटिस्ट मूवमेंट्स चल रही हैं. इससे आप अंदाज़ा लगाइए कि हमारे सीनियर जर्नलिस्टों का इंफॉर्मेशन का लेवल क्या है.
नहीं तो हमें ये बात मालूम है कहाँ चल रही हैं. उस वक्त जो है था जिस वक्त मैं आया वहाँ से, तो मैंने जब उनकी रियासतों को देखा, वो बहुत से जो जहाँ उनसे मिला भी, मेरा पासपोर्ट देखते थे, रख लेते थे, फिर मुझसे मिलते थे जो तरीके चला रहे हैं। जैसे मिसाल के तौर पर असम में बोर्डोज़म की चल रही है, आपका हर जगह पर एक तहरीक चल रही है, लेकिन उसको एक्सप्लॉइट कौन करे? एक्सप्लॉइट तो कोई करता नहीं है। उस पर आप हर एक इलाके में आज़ादी की तहरीकी चल रही है, उसमें तो कोई दो राय नहीं है। 29 की बजाय अब ये कहा जा रहा है कि ज़्यादा चल रही हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ पर अगर आप कोई भी ले लें, ईस्ट बंगाल ले लें, वहाँ भी बहुत सारी तहरीकें चल रही हैं। दो तो कम से कम चल रही हैं आज़ादी की। तो अब वो लोग ये कह रहे हैं कि 67 हो गई हैं। हमने तो ये बात कही थी कि कोई 26 हैं के करीब वहाँ पर तहरीकें चल रही हैं। जो बड़ी तहरीकें हैं, एक तो कश्मीर की है, और एक जो है वो ये है इसकी, जो जहाँ पर पर बहुत ज़्यादा सोना है, वो 12 रियासतों को डिस्टर्ब करती है। क्या नाम है इसका, इस इलाके का, जहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा जो है वो फौजें वहाँ पर लगी हुई इंडिया की। वो तहरीकें तो चल रही हैं भाई वहाँ पर, लेकिन ये है कि वो इतनी इफेक्टिव नहीं है, क्योंकि वहाँ पर किसी को कोई उसकी मदद नहीं करती।
लेकिन सर मेरा ये पॉइंट ये है कि वो तो 40 रियासतों में उन्होंने अलहदगी की तहरीकें चलवा दी थी, जबकि 40 रियासतें नहीं है वहाँ पे।
नहीं, आप देखिए यूँ कह सकते हैं 40 भी नहीं होती है, वो 35 होती है, क्योंकि वो यूँ है कि जो जिस तरह से कि हमारा फाटा है, पहले था ना फाटा, तो उसको काउंट नहीं करते। हम गिलगित-बल्तिस्तान को काउंट नहीं करते थे, हम आज़ाद कश्मीर को काउंट नहीं करते। इसी तरह से उनके छोटे छोटे जज़ाइर हैं, उनको वो शामिल नहीं करते हैं, तो उनको मिला के 35 हो जाती है। जी।
अच्छा सर, ये बताइएगा कि क्या हमारी खारजा पॉलिसी को कोई पैराडाइम शिफ्ट की जरूरत नहीं, कि क्या हमने और इंडिया ने इसी हमेशा की जो है दुश्मनी में रहना है, या कोई हम अमन से भी रह सकते हैं, एक दूसरे को नुकसान पहुंचाए बगैर एक दूसरे से फायदा उठाएं? ये नहीं मुमकिन क्या?
नहीं, ये मसला ये नहीं है। मसला ये है कि इंडिया का जो ये तो हमारी तरफ से तो जो कि हम कोशिश करते रहे हैं हर वक्त में कि इनसे ताल्लुकात ठीक हो जाए, लेकिन इंडिया नहीं मानता। इंडिया ये कहता है कि हमें बदला लेना है इनकी 800 साल की हुक्मरानी का। और नेहरू के ज़माने में जो स्पेन में जो मुसलमानों का जो 800 साल की हुक्मरानी का खात्मा हुआ है, फिर वहाँ पर कोई मुसलमान रहा नहीं, उसको उन्होंने स्टडी किया है, और उस स्टडी पे ये लोग अब इस वक्त काम कर रहे हैं। तो इंडिया नहीं चाहता कि हमारे साथ में ताल्लुकात रखे। वो हम हमारे साथ में दोस्ती नहीं चाहता, हमें ख़त्म करना चाहता। वो ये कहते हैं कि भाई हमारी
just to see how this
घर की माता
allegation
थी,
made
उसके
by
टुकड़े
Nusrat
करके
Mirza,
कर दिए हैं
we are just
पाकिस्तान ने,
working
पाकिस्तान
just
बनने के बाद।
on the instigation of
अभी मैं आपसे जो बात कह रहा हूँ वो ये कह रहा हूँ
Shakil
कि
Chaudhary.
जो
I think
सूरत-ए-हाल
this
है,
is a planned way
सूरत-ए-हाल में
just to defame India,
India
but
is
it is
looking
also a matter
forward
of
to be a
investigation
super
how
power of the world.
Mr. Ansari is
क्योंकि
involved
वो
in this or not. So this is a great concern of the country. So we have to understand on that. We, we will just analyze the situation. How he has been just interview has been planned, but matter of concern how just the BJP took the issues after BJP attacks on this issue, and yesterday TV and social media reports of the Pakistani journalists claimed that former Vice President Hamid Ansari had invited him to Bharat, and he had shared the information he collected during his visit with the Pakistan ISI and demanded a response from Ansari and Congress. Ansari refuted the reports that BJP charges as lightning of the falsehood. Mirza, a Pakistani journalist, has claimed that former Vice President of Bharat, Ansari, invited him to India 5 times from just since 2005 to 2011. Mirza said during his India visit he met him Ansari and shared information that is sensitive and secret. We should not forget that post of the vice president is constitutional post, and there are many issues that can't be shared as they are linked to the nation's security. BJP spokesperson Gaurav Bhatia has already stated in the press conference. BJP spokesperson said that both the Congress, which was in power then, and Ansari should tell the nation where these instances occurred. Bhatia alleged that Ansari had invited a person from a country that is known to support terrorism to speak about the counter-terrorism. And this is their policy to fight the terrorism. Bhatia said India has been leading the campaign against terrorism, and the Congress government invited a person who was giving information that is used against the country and the people. Shame on that. The allegation that should be a special commission to be made by the present government, the Modi government. I just appeal to the government of India on the all issues. They should just establish an inquiry commission. The information has not been shared once, but 5 times. He says this information was used against India by the ISI to weaken India. Bhatia alleged. And Bhatia also sought answer from the former vice president. Is it true that you invited him and violated the rule? No government or institution would work against the interest or hurt the security of the nation. Did you invite the person, share secret and sensitive matters officially or unofficially? Bhatia asked. He said if the former vice president Ansari has done so, he should share it with the current dispensation to show that you are committed to the nation. Bhatia also asked if Ansari had been cautioned by the intelligence agency that the journalist was sharing his information with ISI. Bhatia took a swipe at the Congress named Sonia and Rahul Gandhi and said that opposition party had a history of standing for the family, not for the nation. He also asked Ansari if he had taken instruction from Gandhi to invite the journalist. Media reports said Mirza made the claims in a recent interaction with a fellow journalist and YouTuber Shakil Chaudhary. Ansari dismissed the report. Yesterday and today, the litany of falsehood has been unleashed on me personally in the sections of media by the official spokesperson of the BJP, that is the Vice President of India. I had invited Pakistani journalist Mirza that I had met him in a conference in New Delhi on terrorism and the wild ambassador to Iran. I had betrayed the national interest in a matter of the allegation has made by a former official of government of energy. He said a statement. But I just try to read the statement, how he just written. This is a today's statement. You see how he just try to prove innocent. But I don't think it's a matter of inquiry. So, as you say, it is a known fact invitation of the foreign dignitaries by the Vice President of India or in advice of the government generally through the country of external affairs. I had inaugurated the conference on terrorism on December 11, 2010, the International Conference of Jurists and International Terrorism and Human Rights. That is a normal practice. The list of invitees who had been drawn by the organization, I never invited him or met him. So Ansari said his work as ambassador to Iran was all chimes with the knowledge of the government of the day. I am bound to the commitment, according to Ansari, to national security in such matters and refrain from commenting on them. The government of India has all information and only authority to tell the truth. It's a matter of record. After my stint in Tehran, I was appointed India's permanent representative to the United Nations in New York. My work has been acknowledged at home and abroad, as he claimed. But I think whatever just blame has been started from the Pakistan. So government of India, Bharat Sarkar and Modi Sarkar should establish an inquiry commission on this big blows and the blast by Mr. Nusrat Mirza. How they claim explosive claims. It's not an easy one. So time of break. After break, I'll come to with the more news about the president's election and the Sri Lanka. Welcome to break. Just now news on president election. After the support by Uddhav Shiv Sena to BJP nominee, the MB allies, NCP, and Congress is feel alienated and were thrown for the weight behind the Yaswant Sinha, but will encourage chances of patch up with BJP and Eknath Shinde group. It is so many stories has been just going to be. So further, another split the party now by the MPs close to the hills of rebellion by 40 MLAs on Tuesday, and Shiv Sena President Uddhav Thackeray announced the party support to the NDA candidate Draupadi Murmu in upcoming presidential election slated by July 18. Thackeray made a formal announcement after most of the party's 19 MP at the marathon meetings on July 11 had made a strong case for support to Murmu, who hails from a tribal community instead of opposition nominee Yaswant Sinha. So the claim of Yaswant Sinha is going to divided and going to the off. I think he now, according to all equations, I can tell you, Yashwant Sinha is not going to be the president of India. Now, today, officially announced by 21st, but by heart, by equation, by the all his stories, by the all vote percentage, I am saying about the new president of Bharat, the Honorable uh, Madam Draupadi Murmu will be the new president of Bharat. That is our best wishes, but formally announced by 21st, election is going to hold. All equation is support him, but NDA is happy, but the UPA is in the stretch. The second setback from the Jharkhand. So according to sources, Hemant Soren, Jharkhand Chief Minister, also decided to support Draupadi Murmu, as he also former governor of Jharkhand. She is a tribal woman tribal leader in the history of Bharat. The first time woman tribal president is going to be uh, crowned the president of Bharat. So in the past few days after the Shiv Sena, then Jharkhand, and also the murmuring in the TMC, actually there is no whip in this election, so anyone vote to anyone. So we'll see the major break in all opposition parties on 21st when result came after the all equation and vote percentage and vote numbers. So this is a total victory. We can just share with you the Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi's strategy and GP Nadda, the party president, and all NDA alliance of the party who just have fielded Madam Draupadi Murmu as a president candidate. So this is the good news and big news. And now I'm talking about the Sri Lanka crisis. So Sri Lanka is just now recently Gotabaya Rajapaksa likely to fly Singapore. He was in Maldives, and after that situation going worsen, and the Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe has been made the working president and going to be head the emergency, likely to head the Singapore after fleeing the Maldives in early hours. And according to many agencies reported, Rajapaksa report would send his resignation to the Speaker, Sri Lankan Parliament after landing in Singapore. I think now the family will not come back to Sri Lanka as the situation speaks like that. At present day, the President House and Prime Minister House and offices already just captured by the local people of Sri Lanka. They say this is our property. They have looted the country like anything. Meanwhile, the escalating political crisis triggered by the fleeing of immortal President Gotabaya Rajapaksa from country. This is a very, I think Gotabaya should not do like that. They should face the people. Yes, I'm your culprit, but I'll try to correct myself. But he did not do like that. So we can say who are just looters and just criminals. They don't behave like that, like a saint. But whatever they have done, knowingly they have done. The allegation, 45,000 crore Sri Lankan money, they have just shifted outside the country. So this is a big crime. So he said to be criminals. All the Rajapaksa family, 5 or 6 members, who was different key position of the government, how they have destroyed the country like anything. And worst in the first time after formation and independence of Sri Lanka. So meanwhile, the Parliament Speaker can call all party meeting, and there's also election on 20th July, and India is the 18th July. So somebody was trying to mix the and try to compare the situation of Sri Lanka and Bharat. But I am telling you, the far, far, far better condition of Bharat, India. Sri Lanka is nowhere. This is a Sri Lanka population, and New Delhi population is same like that. But we are a big country, big nation. 140 million people are living in country and different aspects. So will not like that. So another way I can also tell you the if you anybody saying the situation of Sri Lanka, but I'll tell you, very, uh, very good in all manners, and I am giving you one fact. Just to see the facts. Here, this is a very interesting fact. The uh, and world fifth largest economy today, if we talk like that. So I'm giving you data how India is how the here is just date from the IMF shows India is rising to become the world fifth largest economy when ranked by nominal GDP, and India in its ranking the leapfrog France and the UK despite the its growth. Challenges remain from sustainable to infrastructure. So I am giving you data. The United States, 2010 and 19. China, number two, China in the dollar, and third, Japan, fourth, Germany, and fifth, in 2010, United States, China, Japan, Germany, France, United Kingdom, Brazil, Italy, India, and Russian Federation. This is a situation of 2010. Now, according to World Economic Outlook (IMF), October 2019, the United States top, China 2, Japan 3, Germany 4th, and India was 5th. After India, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Brazil, Canada is from those countries, India is better. So who are claiming the situation of the like that? I am sorry, not agree with them. Whatever I will rely on the IF data, not on you. So this is a matter of big concern for every Indian, for the every world. India is growing like anything, but the Sri Lanka situation will be controlled. So many interview about Dr. S. Shankar said, while trying to be the uh, normalize the situation and all. He is a member of United Nations, so I also appeal United Nations just to intervene and do something for the country as we follow our neighborhood policy. So nice of you. Thank you very much. And uh, just you see the situation. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.